Welcome to Echoes Untold, where we journey through the pages of history, uncovering moments that shaped the world. Today, we bring you the harrowing and extraordinary story of Asiana Airlines Flight 214, a flight that started as a routine journey but ended in a dramatic crash landing that tested the limits of human survival, aviation safety, and emergency response. What went wrong, and how did so many lives manage to survive? Let's unravel the truth behind that fateful day. It was a clear summer day on July 6, 2013, when Asiana Airlines Flight 214, a Boeing 777-200ER, was nearing its destination, San Francisco International Airport. The aircraft had taken off from Incheon International Airport in South Korea, carrying 291 passengers and 16 crew members. The Boeing 777, known for its exceptional safety record, was a workhorse of long-haul travel, trusted by airlines worldwide. Piloted by an experienced captain who was undergoing training on this aircraft type and a senior training captain supervising him, Flight 214 seemed to be in capable hands. However, beneath the surface, a perfect storm of human error, miscommunication, and technological reliance was brewing. As the aircraft approached San Francisco, the pilots encountered an additional challenge. The airport's automated landing guidance system, known as the Instrument Landing System, ILS, was not functioning due to runway maintenance. While this should not have been a major issue for seasoned pilots, it meant they had to execute a manual approach using visual and instrument cues alone. In the final minutes of descent, something was noticeably wrong. The aircraft was flying too low and too slow. At an altitude of just 500 feet, the pilots began to realize their speed was dangerously below the recommended threshold. Despite multiple opportunities to adjust, their response was delayed. The instructor pilot called for an increase in speed, but by the time the engines powered up, it was already too late. At 11:27 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the tail of the aircraft struck the seawall just short of the runway. The impact sent the plane spinning and skidding across the tarmac before finally coming to rest in a cloud of smoke and debris. The force of the crash tore off parts of the fuselage, including the tail section. The main landing gear collapsed, and the left engine detached from the wing. Inside the cabin, chaos erupted. Overhead compartments burst open, ejecting luggage. Seats were dislodged. Passengers screamed as the aircraft twisted violently. Yet, despite the horrifying crash, something miraculous happened. Most passengers survived. Out of the 307 people on board, 304 made it out alive. Tragically, 3 passengers lost their lives. 2 Chinese teenage girls, both 16 years old, were ejected from the aircraft and found lifeless on the runway. A third victim, 45-year-old Liu Yipeng, succumbed to injuries days later. The scene on the ground was a mix of horror and heroism. As the aircraft came to a stop, thick smoke began to fill the cabin. San Francisco International Airport's emergency services arrived within minutes. Firefighters battled flames and helped passengers evacuate. However, a heartbreaking revelation came in the investigation. One of the victims, Incheon, had actually survived the crash but was tragically run over by a fire truck responding to the scene. The heartbreaking accident underscored the chaos and urgency of the rescue effort. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, launched an immediate investigation. The final report, released in 2014, pointed to a combination of pilot error and over-reliance on automated flight systems. The key issues were: pilot misjudgment of speed and altitude. The pilots did not properly monitor their airspeed on approach, causing the plane to slow dangerously below safe landing speeds. Over-reliance on autopilot systems. The crew misunderstood the auto throttle system, mistakenly believing it was maintaining proper speed. Delayed decision to abort landing. The pilots recognized the danger too late. By the time they attempted to abort and execute a go-around, the aircraft was already too low. Crew resource management issues. communication between the pilots was insufficient, with hesitation and uncertainty delaying critical actions. One of the most concerning aspects of the investigation was the revelation that the pilot in command was still in training on the Boeing 777. While he had thousands of hours of experience flying other aircraft, he had only 43 hours of experience on the 777. The supervising pilot, meanwhile, had never trained another pilot before. This combination of inexperience and lack of assertiveness contributed to the delayed response in the cockpit. The NTSB emphasized that pilot training, cockpit communication, and a better understanding of automated flight controls were critical to preventing such accidents in the future. The crash of Asiana Flight 214 was a wake-up call for the aviation industry. It led to stronger pilot training programs, emphasizing manual flying skills and better understanding of automation. Revised emergency response protocols, ensuring better coordination between first responders and air traffic control. Increased focus on passenger safety, including improved evacuation procedures and more stringent baggage restrictions in emergency situations. Changes in cockpit culture, encouraging open communication between senior and junior pilots to prevent hesitation in critical moments. The story of Flight 214 is a testament to both the resilience of human life and the importance of safety in aviation. While the crash was a tragedy, it also demonstrated the effectiveness of modern aircraft design, the bravery of emergency responders, and the crucial lessons that continue to shape air travel today. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Echoes Untold for more gripping historical narratives.
Echoes Untold, where history whispers and we listen.
Fact-checked sources: National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, Final Report on Asiana Flight 214, 2014, Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, Reports on Pilot Training and Automation, San Francisco International Airport Emergency Response Records, 2013, Eyewitness accounts and survivor testimonies. All information has been cross-referenced with official reports and expert analysis to ensure historical accuracy.